It's a mirror too. I can see myself. Yeah, getting used to this phone little by little. That's as loud as it gets. I've got the radio playing. Not the radio, actually. I'm listening to a show that was online yesterday, or it's online now. Almost 1 o'clock. Time for spark.ca. What am I doing today? It's Saturday. I'm putting my compression fitting back together on my pressure reducer backflow preventer. Here's the old water main inlet. Rusted. 33 years or 34 years of water sediment building up. Junk. And what else have I got going on here? How do you pause this? Huh. Getting used to it. I've got my water main installed. You saw that in yesterday's video from Friday. And I've got my pipe up in the ceiling. And I've got two 45s. 1, 2. And I'm not ready to put my last lateral in because clearance issues. Because I've got to get ready on this side, and that's what I was just doing before you tuned in. I tried to upload videos that I made on my phone yesterday when the machine operator hit the water main, but I think I need a Wi-Fi signal. Went through all the motions. Spoke to a fellow in Manhattan yesterday that said he put a video directly from his phone onto YouTube. I couldn't figure it out. Maybe I'll see if there's a Wi-Fi signal here. So, this is canceled. I'm going to cut that right off. Water main comes in, hits this water pipe. So maybe I'll just come down at a 45 and join up there. I've got a reducer. This stuff is $8 a foot. The rigid and the flexible type K, which might have a thicker wall or has some softness to it, that's $10 a foot. The guy said, leave a little extra. So now I got $30 worth of pipe lying on the ground. Would have been happy with 6 inches as opposed to 3 feet. It's a meter of pipe. Reducer. Don't you love that? Part stick of powder. I know it's around here somewhere. I just saw it. Where'd my reducer go? Hey, reducer. Come on. Well, I'll come and talk to you again. Solder. When I find it, it's got to be around here somewhere. What time is it? 2:40. Things were going really well. I got this all soldered up. Quarter turn ball valve. Boiler drain to drain the building. Got to solder here, got to solder half of that, and all of a sudden I realized I made a mistake. I can't have an opening. I've got to put a backflow preventer right there. This lateral pipe should have been down here, and then I should have had my 90, my ball valve, and connect to that. Oh boy, first mistake. I've got to undo this. I just goofed. A backflow preventer stops water from running back in the system. If the city loses water pressure, it could suck water. Let's say this garden hose connection was in the pit. It could run dirty water back into the city system and contaminate the city water supply. in case the city loses water pressure, which may happen once in 10 years, but if it happens. So I've got this all leveled and measured and squared and beautifully done, and I got to undo it. Oh, what a waste. I've got to take that street 90 out. I've got to change that to a regular 90 because that's going to attach here. Actually, no, I could leave that on. It's got to go into a, well, it's the RPZ, the backflow preventer, probably has a threaded connection, but I'm not going to put it on now. I don't have it. It's $250, double check valve. So I've got to take apart half an hour worth of work. On a beautiful Saturday afternoon, I'm stuck in the dungeon. The sun is right there on the other side of that wall, and I can't see it. Oh well. Wait a second. What am I doing? I can't heat this up. I've got full water pressure. I've got to undo these nuts and drain the this 3 or 4 inches here by undoing these nuts. Too bad I haven't got a head cam. A little bit of water in here, not much. I'm trying to heat this thing up with MAP gas and it's not heating, and I just realized, wait a second. That valve closed? Yep. There's not much water in here, just a little bit, but nevertheless, it ain't gonna heat up if there's water in it. Yeah, it was that. Dum-diddy-dum-dum. That's it. All there was, a little bit of water. Now I can take off that street 90 and put this whole thing over here. I gotta turn that 90 point down and come across and leave room for my backflow preventer right there. Gotta make one mistake during the day, I suppose. Gotta do something. Well, I don't know what time I made the last video, probably an hour ago or so. Almost 4 o'clock. 10 of 4. And I've been rearranging the furniture here, putting that pipe that was up top in here, and moving this piece that was over here, moving it over here, and I had to rearrange the ball valve. I had it in the front by mistake, and that's not lined up perfectly, but it'll have to do. And all I have to do now is put on my 90, like that, and stick that thing in there, and I had to pound on this because it was full of solder, so I mangled the end of the pipe, so I trimmed it. And now these bolts don't want to tighten because I heated this fitting up so much. Oh, a beautiful day, and I'm stuck in the basement like a coal miner. Clean your joints, spray them with water when they're semi-cooled. Clean off the flux, otherwise they'll turn green and ugly, like a Martian. Alright, I'm going to put that joint together, and then I'm going to go back to where I was an hour or so ago. Put that together with that, and go in the other room and get her done. Well, it would be nice if this job went smoothly, but I screwed up and I had to heat this fitting up, and now the stainless steel bolt is seized. Would you believe it? So I just had to cut this beautiful stainless steel bolt. And I'll tap it out. It was seized. I was bending my adjustable wrench with a cheater bar. Somehow the threads got distorted. Now I have to go and get another bolt, but I need another 45, and I think I have some. I just realized I did a heating job a few years ago. So, cut. Getting there. I gotta put a valve in here, and still gotta do this part. Slow. I'm the slowest plumber.